everyone. Today I'm going to be stating my K-pop opinions. I know it's kind of a thing of the past and I'm really late on this trend, but I'm a very opinionated person, so I'm still gonna put it out there on the internet where everyone can hear them. So, yeah. If you happen to disagree with any of these opinions, please let me know in the comments below because I'm always open to discussion. But just don't send me death threats or wish the worst upon my dog because you don't agree with them, because K-pop is not that deep. And these opinions can always change, so just, yeah. Anyway, let's get started. Okay, so, first opinion. Twice definitely pulls off their cute concept. With their latest comeback with Fancy, I loved the song, the music video, the visuals, the actual song, the choreo, they were so good. Like that title track was it. Like, wow. Wow. The mini album was also great. I loved it. Yeah, it was just impeccable, bro. But honestly, they don't need to do Girl Crush consistently or often or anything. I really think that the cute concept matches them, but I like how they branched out and did this girl crush concept. Don't get me wrong. It's always good for variety in groups. That's always fantastic. But with Twice, I think the cute concept really matches them and it fits them well. So if it's not broken, don't fix it. I know international fans particularly always pressure these cute concept girl groups to change into girl crush or whatever because they just want to see it. But honestly, it's not always necessary. But with Twice, I mean, they pulled it off. I just like seeing their cute concepts. Okay, so next opinion. YG is definitely the worst of the big three. He is unable to manage his artists. He has so many great artists with so much potential, but he just puts them in the basement or forgets about them or just doesn't know how to promote them. And it's honestly tiring. He had Blackpink, who had instant success at their debut, and then he just put them in the basement and forgot about them. And they've only released in 2018, 2019, just once a year, which they can probably, the girls can do so much more. They have the ability, but YG just won't let them. Then there's Winner, who he forgot about after Icon debuted, and I love their songs. I think they can do a lot too, but YG just, I don't know. And then there's Big Bang, who the members are in military service right now, so when they come back, I just hope that they can perform as a four-piece and release music. And then there's Icon, which after BI left, I don't know how that's going to work. I hope they can go through, or I mean, I don't know, but more on that later. And then with YG stepping down from the company recently and his brother leaving as CEO of the company, there's hope for the future. But honestly, with their shares in the company, which is around 32%, I believe, they still have a lot of influence. So they can really make a lot of changes to the system. So there's not much of a difference, and it's probably just a publicity stunt, but we just have to see. Okay, next opinion. The reactions to Red Velvet's new comeback with Zimzalabim are honestly so harsh. I know personally I don't think the song is their best title track ever, but SM is known for experimenting and stuff with their artists and their sound. So it's okay if you don't like the song, but just the way people are reacting are kind of like extreme, and it's just odd to see. But the comeback itself is not bad. Like, I think the music video, like, I was really pleased with it. Like, it was enticing to watch. And also the mini album has some great tracks. Like, maybe if some of y'all would listen to their album, you would realize that the song Sunny Side Up actually slaps. But anyway, moving on. All right, next one. Mamamoo is not racist. Now hold your horses and let me explain. Back in 2017, they were accused of blackface when they recreated the Uptown Funk video as a parody for one of their shows. And they used this particular music video in their show at Seoul. Um, Basically, what they did was they used blackface in order to portray the people in the music video. And when their fans called them out on it, they released an apology not even 4 hours after the show. So, like, not even 4 hours after the show, both Mamamoo and their company released separate apologies for the incident. Here's a quote from Mamamoo's apology. We love and care so much for all people of every race, sexuality, religion, and gender. And we love all of our fans, and we are so sorry to have hurt our fans in the Black community. Like, excuse me? Like, this shows so much, like, comprehension of the situation. And I think the way that they did it was so eloquent, and they, like, really apologized well for this. And I think they learned from their mistakes. But people are still so quick to cancel Mamamoo, call them racist, all these derogatory terms at them because of the incident. Like, 2 years later, they've grown so much from this, but people still fail to see that, and it's really disappointing. Okay, next one. BI from Icon shouldn't have had to leave the group. Basically, earlier this month, Korea Dispatch released this, like, this scandal where they released these messages from Kakao Talk with BI and an old YG trainee who's known to, like, distribute drugs. So BI was trying to obtain LSD, which is illegal in Korea, and it was shown in the messages that he was trying to get it. When this was first released, YG released a statement that said BI has been tested for drugs like multiple times and he's been clear, so he hasn't been taking the drugs. Later, YG terminated his contract and BI left the company and the group Icon, and it was just kind of odd. Then BI released a statement on Instagram where he said that he apologizes to all his fans and everyone, and he also said that he was going through dark times back in 2016 when this incident occurred. So he was trying to get drugs because he was trying to go through this and he was young. I think he was 19 or 20 at the time. I'm not sure actually. It's one of the two. Basically, he tried to get the drugs, but he didn't go through with it because he was scared, which shows that he was going through dark times, but he still managed to not take the drugs, which I think is honestly a great story to tell. Like, if it were in the Western industry, he would have been praised, like, because he was able to get through that. But because it's Korea and they pride themselves on being drug free or whatever, he received backlash. But none of the fan sites for BI closed, and people are really supporting him anyway. So I just hope he can move on. Like, I think if he just stays out of the light for a while, and I think he can come back after that. As for Icon, I don't know how they're going to move on without a leader, and I believe they only have one rapper now. So, and also BI produced and wrote lyrics for the songs for Icon, so they don't have that now. It's just kind of sad to see BI leave when he spent about 10 years at YG producing, training, then with Icon debuting and doing so well. Um, but I hope they can all move on from this. Alright, here is my last opinion. TXT deserves all the hype that they're getting. If you didn't know, TXT is a boy group that debuted about 3 months ago under Big Hit Entertainment, which is where BTS is from, if you didn't know, which I highly doubt. But basically, with the company's propulsion and like the expectations, the expectations were really high. And with that, a lot of people were skeptical of their debut and thought that they would be overhyped or overrated, etc. But honestly, the group TXT, they met all of my expectations. Like, excuse me, like hello? Uh Singing? Yes. Rapping? Yes. Dancing? Yes. Visuals? Yes. They have it all. Like, they're doing so well, and their live performances are so like fun to watch. Like, I just feel myself like getting so like excited, and like it's just great, bro. I think they have a very bright future ahead of them, and they're definitely not overhyped or overrated, in my opinion. That is it for my K-pop opinions video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope I made some good points in there, hopefully. If you like this sort of content, subscribe for more of this, and I hope you have a wonderful day or night, and see you next time.